Hello students, welcome to Kamlakar's physics classes. In this video, we will be discussing about concepts and formulas related to radioactivity. This video will be useful for quick revision for competitive exams such as JEE Mains, NEET, MCET, etc. First, we'll start with radioactivity. The atoms of heavy nuclei are highly unstable. To attain stability, these nuclei disintegrate spontaneously by emitting alpha particles, beta particles, and gamma rays. This phenomenon is known as radioactivity. An alpha particle is equivalent to helium nucleus. It consists of two protons and two neutrons. An alpha particle has two units of positive charge. The penetrating power of alpha particle is very low. The ionizing power of alpha particle is very high. Alpha particles are deflected towards negative plate in an electric field. When an alpha particle enters perpendicular to magnetic field that is directed into the plane of paper, then they are deflected in upward direction as shown in figure. Next, we'll discuss about beta particle. It is similar to an electron, but they originate from nucleus. Beta particles has one unit of negative charge. The penetrating power of beta particles is higher than alpha particles but lower than gamma rays. The ionizing power of beta particle is lower than alpha particles but higher than gamma rays. Beta particles are deflected towards positive plate in an electric field. When beta particles enter perpendicular to magnetic field that is directed into the plane of paper, then they are deflected in downward direction. Next one, gamma rays. Gamma rays are electromagnetic waves of very small wavelength, less than 1 picometer, that is 10 power minus 12 meter. They are emitted from nucleus. Gamma rays have no charge. The penetrating power of gamma rays is very high. The ionizing power of gamma rays is very low. Gamma rays are not deflected in an electric field. When gamma rays enters in a magnetic field, then also they are not deflected. Next, we'll discuss about alpha decay. When a radioactive nucleus emits alpha particle, then its mass number decreases by 4 and atomic number decreases by 2. An alpha decay is represented as element X with atomic number Z and mass number A. On emitting alpha particle, it disintegrates into element Y with atomic number Z-2 and mass number A-4. Example, uranium on emitting alpha particle, it converts into thorium. The total mass of decayed products is less than mass of initial nucleus. The difference in masses will appear as kinetic energy of products. After emission of alpha particle, the ratio of number of neutrons to number of protons in a radioactive nucleus increases. Next topic, beta decay. When a radioactive nucleus emits beta particle or positron, then it is called as beta decay. There are two types of beta decay, negative beta decay and positive beta decay. First, we'll discuss about negative beta decay. When a radioactive nucleus emits beta particle, then it is called as negative beta decay. In negative beta decay, the mass number of nucleus remains unchanged, but atomic number increases by 1. Negative beta decay is represented as element X with atomic number Z and mass number A. On emitting beta particle, it is converted into an element Y with atomic number Z+1 and mass number A, along with an antineutrino is emitted. Example, phosphorus on emitting beta particle converts into sulfur, and in this process an antineutrino is emitted. In a beta decay, a neutron is converted into proton and antineutrino. Next topic, positive beta decay. When a radioactive nucleus emits positron, then it is called as positive beta decay. In positive beta decay, the mass number of nucleus remains unchanged, but atomic number decreases by 1. Positive beta decay is represented as element X with atomic number Z and mass number A. On emitting positron, it is converted into an element Y with atomic number Z-1 and mass number A. And in this process, a neutrino is emitted. Example, sodium on emitting positron, it converts into neon, and in this process, a neutrino is emitted. In a positive beta decay, a proton is converted into neutron and neutrino. Next topic, gamma decay. A nucleus has discrete energy levels in order of million electron volts. During alpha decay or beta decay, the daughter nucleus is in excited state. It will come to ground state with the emission of gamma rays. This is known as gamma decay. When a radioactive nucleus emits gamma rays, then only energy levels of nucleus changes, but atomic number and mass number remain same. Example, beta decay of cobalt transforms it into an excited nickel nucleus. It reaches ground state by emission of gamma rays of energies 1.17 million electron volts and 1.33 million electron volts. Next topic, Rutherford-Soddy law. The radioactive decay is not influenced by temperature, pressure, electric field, and magnetic field. The radioactive disintegration is random and is spontaneous. At any instant, the rate of disintegration is directly proportional to number of atoms present at that time. That is, minus of dN by dt is equals to n lambda, where minus of dN by dt represents rate of disintegration, n represents number of atoms present at that time. Lambda is a constant known as decay constant or disintegration constant. Its SI unit is per second. Also, the number of atoms present in a radioactive substance at a time t is given as n is equals to n naught into e power minus lambda t, where n naught is number of atoms present at starting time, that is at t is equals to 0. The graph showing variation of number of atoms of decaying with respect to time is as shown in figure. The graph is an exponential curve. Next topic, activity of a radioactive substance. The number of disintegrations per second is called as an activity of radioactive substance. That is, A is equals to minus dN by dt. Units of activity are disintegrations per second, which is represented as dps. Other units are 1 becquerel is equals to 1 dps, 1 Rutherford is equals to 10 power 6 dps, 1 Curie is equals to 3.7 into 10 power 10 dps. Also, activity of a substance is given as A is equals to A naught into e power minus lambda t, where A naught is equals to n naught lambda. That is, it represents activity at time t is equals to 0. The relation A is equals to A naught into e power minus lambda t can be represented in the form of graph as shown in figure. The graph is an exponential curve. Next topic, half-life period. The half-life period of a radioactive substance is defined as time in which half of radioactive substance is disintegrated. That is, when T is equals to T half, then N is equals to N naught by 2. In terms of decay constant, half-life period is expressed as T half is equals to log 2 to the base E, whole thing divided by lambda, as log 2 to the base E is equals to 0.693. The above relation can also be expressed as T half is equals to 0.693 by lambda. The amount of substance left after n half-life periods is given as n is equals to n naught by 2 power n, and total time of decay is given as T is equals to n into T half. Next topic, the average life or mean life of a radioactive substance. In a radioactive substance, some nuclei live for a long time while some may live for short time. Hence, average life of a radioactive substance is defined as total life of all nuclei divided by total number of original nuclei. Also, average life of a radioactive substance is given as tau is equals to 1 by lambda, or tau is equals to half-life period by 0.693, or tau is equals to 1.44 into T half. Note, half-life period is equals to 69.3% of mean lifetime. If you love watching this video, then click on like button. If not subscribed, then subscribe. Share this video with your friends and classmates. Thanks for watching video.